Hello everyone, I am François Houte from Visite 360 Pro and I am going to show you the interface of our virtual tours. The first thing we are going to see is the menu. The menu is located on the left side of our screen. We have the possibility of hiding it by pressing on these small icons there. Here in this visit we have menus and submenus, not necessarily always in visits to submenus. Here the principle of the submenu is that when I click on a first menu, I will have a second menu that will appear corresponding to where I am. There, for example, in this auditorium, I arrive here, but I can then go directly to the different views of the auditorium that have been placed in the menu. The advantage of this system is that it allows you to quickly go to any strategic locations of your visit in just 2 clicks. I can go back to the previous menu by clicking here, and therefore, for example, here I can go to the space to do, and in the same way I will be able to list the different rooms that are determined here in my submenu of space to do. The advantage of this menu is that it allows users to make the most of their visits and quickly get to certain places. We will then see the series of icons that are here at the bottom left. We also have the possibility of concealing it here. The first icon is the information icon. This will display a text and a map, a general welcome text about the visit and some information about the visit. Then we have the possibility to share on social networks, so there we have Facebook and Twitter. We can share directly by clicking on the corresponding icons. Then we will see maps. Maps will display the maps map that I will be able to zoom in or out. One can also see a satellite version, for example. And here in this view we also have the possibility to see the places corresponding to the menu and therefore go directly, for example, somewhere depending on where we click. For example, here if I want to go, for example, here on the bar, I can click on the icon and I arrive directly at the corresponding place. Here, so this is for the card. Then we have the possibility to choose to create links, specific links. For example, here in the business area, I want to go make a link, I don't know, for example, on the television here. I will be able to zoom in, zoom out, have the view I want, and to share it, all I have to do is click on this button. I will have a link that allows me to send the person exactly to the same place, and then she will be able to continue her visit. I can also shorten the link if needed and share it on social networks. It allows you to make and send anyone to any place of your choosing, teleporting them wherever you want in advance. This is very convenient as a feature. We will then see the series of icons that are here at the top. The first thing that can be seen is a system that allows the tour to be translated into different languages. So there, for example, I have chosen English, and so my bull information, my menu, will be translated directly, and then even if I move, I will have the information that is translated directly. So it's Google Translate, but it's very, very accurate and increasingly precise, so it's very practical when you have a visit that is aimed at an international audience. It's an option. Here we have an icon for the VR mode that we cannot see here since we are on desktop. The VR works obviously on a mobile phone device, so I invite you to try it on your mobile. The following icon allows you to go directly to the home panoramic view. So there is always a welcome panoramic view, and so to return we will press on that. Then we will see a full screen icon that allows you to put the screen in full screen. We are already in full screen here, but often the visit is exploited in an iframe on a website, which allows for much more comfort of being in full screen, obviously. You will be able to zoom in and out of the tour using these icons, or you can also use the mouse wheel or elements when you have a touch screen zoomed in with your fingers, just like you can do on the internet. We will also find a search module. This module, it's also an option. The main feature of this module is that we will be able to conduct searches using keywords. For example, here I will be able to go to the Picardy room. I typed Picardy, I have links that appear. I will be able to click on it and go directly to it. It's a quite interesting option. We then have a small autoplay that allows you to switch from one menu to another. We will list the menus one after the other. It can be interesting if we put the visit on a screen. It creates a kind of slideshow of the different entry points of the virtual tour. Here at the bottom we will find another option, which is the map mode, that allows you to put a personalized image of your establishment, and with the map we have the possibility to know where we are in the tour. Here I will be able to use the menu and go back to my auditorium and see where I am in relation to the map. When I put my mouse on the map, it enlarges. If I remove it to move, it retracts a little. In any case, it is decreasing. And I can also use the map to get around. This means that in fact I will be able to click on the points to go directly to the place in question. So this allows for a second form of menu that allows quick access to areas. For example, if I want to go back on stage here, I just have to click on the icon on the corresponding button. So this is very practical, and obviously I can close the plan. It is possible to have multiple levels of plans depending on the establishments, with or without floors. So there I have given a brief overview of the interface of the virtual tour. I hope you found this video interesting, and I wish you a good day. Feel free to visit our website, visit360pro.com. See you soon.